Hi, my name's Charles and I'm the founder of the Woodpecker Project. We wanted to do this campaign to spread awareness around mental health. We wanted to look at what can trigger poor mental health, what signs and symptoms to look for, and how a little bit more we can check on our mates. Do what it takes to check on your mates. We wanted to film 4 short videos to demonstrate how hard-hitting mental health can be. The first video we started at by looking at stress, specifically in the workplace. We felt it was important to kind of get the conversation around stress out there. At the moment, some people may not know they might have an employment assistance program, or also known as an EAP. And if you're the one that's struggling, please be brave and ask someone at work, if you can, just a little bit more what they can do to help and support you. If it's your friends that are struggling, we urge you to double check on them a few more times than you think you might need to. Sometimes in the evenings, or drop them a text at work, because if they're having a bad time, they might ignore you, but they're going to be grateful that you text them, I promise. The second video we did was based around bereavement. Now, this can be, unfortunately, a huge trigger when you're going through such an emotional trauma. Now, not everyone suffers from poor mental health after bereavement, but everyone goes on a very difficult journey. If you know someone who's lost someone, please make sure you're there for them and double check on them. Having been on a journey like that, I can only tell you how important it was that my friends were there for me through that period of time. And again, if you can be brave, please reach out to your work and let them know what you're going through. When it comes to your friends, don't think they're okay just because you think they're getting back to their life. If you can, keep regular checks on them for a little bit longer than you think necessary, because they're gonna need you. Again, if you're not sure where to turn to, if you are going through a bereavement and you're grieving, please reach out to us. We would love to help you, and we'd love to signpost you where you can get official support if you need it, and that's okay to ask for help. This part here, walk off into some of these distances, then we're going to go up and get the hit. Okay. So we're literally going to head up. So yeah, leave it in the car for 5 minutes, get some of this stuff done, and hopefully we get a break for rain. We are good to go.
What's going on?
So it is filming day for our campaign, Do What It Takes, and throughout Mental Health Awareness Week in May, we're trying to kind of create a unique way of getting the message that it's important to go above and beyond to check in on your friends. So we want to find a unique, hard-hitting way of showing metaphors about how impactful mental health can be, but also the things you can do to check on them, some of the signs and symptoms to look out for, and just kind of, yeah, what being a mental health first aider can do as well. Don't show him.
It's Jack Daniels. yeah, that's whiskey.
What's he doing?
He is probably going to try and reverse his car at the moment, but I bet he stalls it. So we just having discussions, because none of us have worked together in filming, so it's important to understand how we're going to operate. And I think what we're going to do is film in order, which doesn't always happen, but for days like today when you're pushed for time, it's imperative we come up with these discussions, talk things how they're going to be. And so we're about to start filming, which is subject to bereavement, and which means probably the most to us out of everything. So yeah, we're gonna shoot it. It's gonna start off with you and pulling in, getting some tyres screeching. We're gonna head up and get up into the woods and make this happen.
Thanks, man. Coming across, heading.
Good, so they're all like 75 kilos.
Hey, I'm only 82
which, to be
now.
fair, isn't far off you anymore, no.
Right. So let's run through the hit technique. I'm not going to put you on your ass.
So you're coming from here, aren't you?
I'm going to be coming. Choo choo. Just be like that. Heading. Yeah?
Yeah.
We are going to move, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to travel. We're going to travel.
So we're thinking, right, do a. So it's going to be like that, like that. I had to travel for that one, sorry.
That's alright.
Bro, you didn't reply to my text, are you okay?
How was that?
Do you know what? That was really good fun. To kind of understand what Ewan does on a day-to-day living.
What's that?
It was fun to try and understand what you do on a day-to-day living. And kind of like try and work out where to land, how to be, what shots you need. Yeah, it was really good fun. I just want to try and portray how hard-hitting some mental health issues can be. And we can't see them. So if you visualize someone being like rugby tackled, you can see it and its impact. But like if someone's going through something, you just cannot see that, and that's the difference. And that's why having like trained mental health first aiders to look out for signs and symptoms if someone is going through something makes a big difference.
Another day at the office.
The third hard-hitting video we did was based around depression. Now, depression can be a long, slow, gradual build-up, or if triggered by something, it can come out of nowhere. Now, if you're the one that's struggling, asking for help is going to be the last thing you may want to do. But again, as a friend, double check on them and ask them again, are you okay? Are you okay? They might not tell you, but at least you've given them an opportunity to understand that you're there for them if they do need you. And what do you say if they need you? You can put your arm around them, but you don't have to have all the answers. As a mental health first aider, we try and remember ALGI. So you assess the situation and you listen non-judgmentally. You give reassurance and make sure you're there for them. And then you encourage professional help. And then you encourage support from family and friends. Oh yeah.
I'm wearing trackies on at the moment, which I can't.
Yeah, I think one of the crash mats.
Realistically, we probably want that, and then maybe like a lot, like just that level. So 2 more here, and I think that'll be.
We're done.
So it's been quite a difficult one to choreograph. Just because the position in the box and the safety for both of us. I thought this was going to be actually the easiest, but looking at the surroundings and trying to work out making everything natural, this is really trying to throw us off course on how we keep both of us safe in this hit. So we're looking at an angle where Ewan's now taking the box, checking his phone, ignoring his phone again because he's currently going through depression. When he drops that box, goes back, grabs another one and turns, and that's when we're going to try and hit. And hopefully we can get everything in one take.
Gentlemen, that was perfect.
Oh, that was huge.
That was a big one. That was a red tickler.
Do this for a living.
Yeah, don't get hit like that often though.
Finally, we finished with suicide awareness. Now, unfortunately, the statistics around suicide in the UK are really scary. And for us, it's a very difficult conversation to have. Now, conversations around mental health don't always have to be difficult, but they have to sometimes be approached with caution. Now, we had to think long and hard about how we filmed a campaign based around suicide awareness. And for us, taking the time to plan it and really consider the viewer's feelings was crucial, because it really can be hard hitting if someone in your life, I don't want to talk about that. Okay. And lastly, sorry mate. And lastly, we wanted to talk about suicide. The statistics around suicide in the UK are pretty scary. but nothing more scarier than not talking about it, I promise you. If someone ever talks to you or mentions it at all, please take that conversation seriously. Validate every emotion that they talk about and try and understand where they are. Are they in a safe space? Are they thinking clearly? Have they spoken to anyone previously? And can you get them help? Can you advise them to speak to a doctor? And can you check on them a little bit more regularly? Sometimes it's not the people that you expect. Suicide can affect anyone and everyone. Whether it's someone you know, someone you love, or someone you don't even suspect. It's really crucial for us to have these conversations, because if anyone is feeling like they have bad days and are considering certain emotions, we want them to know that there's people out there they can turn to. Now, again, please reach out to us and we can signpost you in the right direction if any of your friends and family talk about it. It's okay to ask for help. And if you're struggling, we're here for you. And there are so many amazing places out there that are. If the person requires immediate help, please don't hesitate to call 999 and talk through with the professionals. If you're not sure what to do, you can also call Samaritans or you can text SHOUT. Gather as much information as you can and pass on to the professionals. It's important to work with the person and make sure you're there for them. Continue to support them after this conversation and check in on them regularly. During these videos, we wanted to prove that conversations around mental health don't have to be difficult. That's why we've tried to have fun creating these videos so people can look at them and it kickstarts the conversation. So if you send one of our videos on and say, look at this, that is inadvertently a conversation around mental health. And that is letting someone else know out there that you're there for them when you need it. And that's what we wanted to do. So not every conversation needed to be difficult. If you want to become a mental health first aider, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. The more in the communities and gyms around the UK, the better. Finally, we wanted to take time and do this video so we can really talk about the 4 things we've covered this week and where people can get help. All of our things we listed on our website at www.thewoodpeckerproject.co.uk/do-what-it-takes. Go on there, check out all the videos again, including some of the behind the scenes stuff as well. And even more so, if you like it, click the link and donate for us, because being able to pay for these campaigns means we can support more people and spread further awareness around mental health. Someone is running a half marathon for us at the moment, and the money they've raised has gone to help create these 4 videos and this mini documentary. So we want them to know how grateful we are for the hard work they've put in. As a charity, we try and keep ourselves as transparent as possible with where our money goes that is raised, so everyone can see and feel how much of an impact they're having on other people's lives. I really hope you've enjoyed watching these videos, and it means the world to us if you could share this. Keep chipping.
Hi, I'm Ewan. I'm a professional stuntman, and I was the guy you saw in these videos taking most of the hits. I've worked on some sets including The Witcher, Top Boy, and a film with Guy Ritchie and Jason Statham called Operation Fortune. Me and Charlie go back a long way. We played rugby together for many years, and we've been through a lot of things together. With these videos, we wanted to demonstrate how hard-hitting mental health can be. These hits were carefully choreographed in a controlled environment. I was brought in to help with these videos because I have a lot of background in stunts and especially hard hits, falling down stairs, falling out of windows, getting smashed in various ways, and also playing rugby for over 25 years. Most of those years were with Charlie himself. I was there at the inception of the Woodpecker Project due to my friendship with Charlie. This was bolstered even more so by a very tragic event that happened to me personally, and that fully backed up everything he's saying and really bolstered the message that he's trying to put across. He was there for me when I didn't have anywhere else to turn, and that really elevated the whole project for me. If you really enjoyed these videos, click share, and whatever you do, check up on your mates, and most importantly, don't try this at home.